problem that we are going to do is very important. It is in the model paper, important for the examination. Among the 53 potential problems, this is also another problem, but this problem is based on Lami's theorem. You remember Lami's theorem, mathematical form of Lami's theorem? V by sin alpha. Lami's theorem is V by sin alpha is equal to U by sin theta is equal to alpha by sin gamma, where P, Q, R are the three forces, concurrent coplanar forces in equilibrium, and alpha, beta, gamma are the angles opposite to the forces. A 100 kg load is suspended by two strings. A 100 kg load is suspended by two strings by making 60 degree and 30 degree. By making 60 degree and 30 degree with the vertical on either side of it. With the vertical on either side of it. Find the tensions along the strings. Find the tensions along the strings. A 100 kg load is suspended by two strings which make 60 degree and 30 degree with the vertical. This is vertical. One string makes 60 degree, another string makes 30 degree with the vertical. This is 100 kg weight. Now this is the 100 kg weight. It is suspended. How? By two strings. Vertical is this. Straight line along y-axis is always vertical. Now the first string makes an angle of 60 degree with the vertical, and the second string makes an angle of 30 degree with the vertical. So this is O, this is A, this is B. This is how it is suspended. What do you have in strings OA and OB? OA is one string which is making an angle of 60 degree to the vertical. OB is the other string. What do you expect to find inside these strings when it is suspended by 100 kg load? Tension. Very good. Obviously these strings will have tension. Those tension are nothing but forces. Now the tension in the string, first string OA, tell me whether it acts from O to A or A to O. O to A. Yesterday I told you. Let's call this first force along the string OA or the tension as T1, and the tension in the string is T2. And which is the third force here? T1 and T2 are the tensions in the string. What should be the third force? The third force R. For Lami's theorem there must be three forces. This third force is the weight of the load acting vertically downwards. So now you have T1, T2, W or three concurrent coplanar forces in equilibrium. Yesterday I wrote the diagram of Lami's theorem. You remember? This is T1, this is T2, and this is W. Now, I will write one more diagram by indicating the angles. What is the angle between T1 and T2? 60 plus 30. How much? 90 degree. What is the angle between T1 and W? No. This is 60. See, this is a straight angle. If you take off 60, how much remains? 120. And what is the angle between T2 and W? Take off 30 degree out of 180. It's a straight angle. It is 150 degree. Okay. Now you write the second diagram wherein you show the angles. And after writing the second diagram, you write, let T1 and T2 be the tensions along the strings. These are tensions along the strings. OA and OB respectively. OA and OB respectively. Call this point as C. The 100 kg load bracket W acts along OC. Acts along OC. So that is the situation now. Is it clear? Are you following what I am saying? Now, what are T1, T2 and W? Name them. What is your answer? They are the three concurrent coplanar forces which are in equilibrium, or the three forces of the Lami's theorem, namely PQ and R. Now, applying Lami's theorem. Applying Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem is very simple. Listen, if you take one force T1 for example, then you should take the sign of the angle opposite to it. Which is the opposite? 150. If I take P, sin alpha, because alpha is the angle opposite to the force P. So, this implies T1 over how much? Sin 150 should be equal to T2 over sin 120 should be equal to W over sin 90. Okay? This is Lami's theorem. Now, let me consider first and last. First and last means first ratio and last ratio. Then second ratio and last ratio. See this. T1 over sin 115. We need to get the value of sin 150 now. Sin 150 is sin of 90 plus 60. Since 90 degree has come, this becomes cos 60. Sin 90 plus theta, second quadrant. 90 plus theta is it? Second quadrant. Second quadrant sin function is positive. So it is just nearly equal to the value of cos 60, which is equal to half. So P1 by half is equal to, I am taking the last ratio. What is the weight? What is the weight given in the problem? 100 kg. So 100 divided by sin 90. Sin 90 is 1. Therefore, P1 equals half times 100. P1 equals 50 newtons. T1 is 50, it is actually kg weight. What is the tension in the first string? 50 kg weight. Now similarly, let's find the tension in the second string. Okay. Consider T2 by sin 120 equals W by sin 90. T2 over sin 120. You know the value of sin 120. What half it is? Sin 90. Sin 90 is 1. This is how much? Sin 60. It is equal to sin 60. Sin 120, sin 60. Plus half of it. Sin 60. What is the value of sin 60? Root 3 by 2, not half. Bigger correction, please. This is root 3 by 2. So T2 is equal to 50 into, okay, 50 root 3.